So thank you everyone for finding time today to participate in our POCLO membership meeting. Very excited for today's guest speaker. We are very pleased to have Karen of KBR, who will be speaking about some really exciting and important developments in the cannabis industry in terms of HR and employment. But before I pass the mic to Karen, I just wanted to go through a few exciting things happening at POCLO that you may or may not be aware of, and just some more great free opportunities for your business. So as you know, POCLO is the free business resource for the cannabis industry. We have 500 national members. Our listserv is nearing 27,000. The membership is free to join. And as a member, you have access to all kinds of exclusive resources to help you with your marijuana, hemp, or CBD business. Just a reminder, when you log into poclo.com, we do have referral forms. They're very, very brief that go to our different financial partners. So if you're looking for cannabis lending or a new payment processor, or even some exciting new fintech alternatives, be sure to hop on the site. You can get free consultations, 20% off fees. These are really significant resources for your company. Additionally, we have our marketplace, and I will be sending out welcome packages to the stores. I think we have about 15 stores right now selling hemp, CBD, accessories, equipment, ancillary goods. We are the most cost-effective option out there if you're looking to ramp up your e-commerce presence. There's no cost to set up your virtual store. Skylar, our Chief Marketing Officer, will be happy to help you with some free social media marketing once you launch your store on our marketplace and start placing your products. So definitely look out for those welcome packages and some great opportunities there. We're working on an exclusive opportunity where we'll be waiving the transaction fees on your first batch of sales. So as opposed to Shopify or other platforms where there's a subscription model or monthly fees, you can just set up your store online for free. And we have all kinds of videos for vendors if you need some assistance. We also have IT support, complimentary the first 30 minutes in case you need some help with your store. I'd also like to point out in the calendar invite at the bottom, there's a survey we created. We'd love your feedback in terms of what we could be doing, to help you and your business and what direction you'd like to see POCLO take. So, please go ahead and fill out that survey if you have a moment. We'd certainly appreciate it. And we want to be as supportive of you as we can. So without further ado, I think those are all of the announcements. Also, don't forget, we've been getting some more blogs posted, which is great by some of our members. You can message members directly if you're looking for networking opportunities. There are also discounts with other vendors. So if you've signed up for the site, we are happy to welcome you as a member, but we'd love to see you get more active. So if you're looking to network with the other 500 members nationally, be sure to check out the site, follow us on our social media channels. You can always reach out to me at rebecca@poclo.com if there's anything you need help with as well. Okay, so now I'm going to pass it to my good friend, Karen. Karen, I'm making you the host so that you can present. And I'm so thrilled to learn from Karen today. It's always an education, and it's just so important right now, especially to protect your business in terms of HR and employment regs. So Karen, please take it away.
Hi. Okay, just want to get my screen up. Sorry. Can you see my screen? I'm not sure what screen you're seeing here.
Yes, it's looking perfect.
Oh, it's my calendar. No. So hi, everybody. My name is Karen Bajanoff, and I am a human resource compliance specialist. And I am trying to see how I can share my screen. I'm not sure if...
We can see the slide that says about KEBHR.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. I wasn't sure. So Karen Bajanoff, and my KB Business Consultants, I was founded in 2007, came from a corporate company and started a company strictly focused with small businesses. As HR has always been focused on large companies, all companies need HR, especially as we transition year over year, regulations get more strict, especially in California. Lawsuits are on a rise, especially in California, because California is a very strict state. It leans towards more employee rights, which are good, but employers need to know how to navigate through those. So this is where we come in and we help companies just strategize, and without having to spend thousands of dollars on lawsuits or trying to settle them, we help minimize that. And as I say, plug as many holes. We don't want that ship to sink completely. We plug as many holes. So I founded a company in 2007 and have been growing since, and have helped many companies through situations. And we look at compliance. And what we differentiate between other HR consulting companies, we are your extension. We are within your company. We focus, we become part of the team. So we're there, we're hands-on day to day. What's the problem? HR and payroll, as I say, are not made easy. We see commercials. Oh, you have this platform, app for employees to put in their information, or that's great. But you as an employer have an obligation to make sure what is there is compliant to your particular state. Right now, California, we're focused on California. So we want to make sure all the forms that the employees are getting are compliant to California regulations, because what happens is if an employee ever speaks to an attorney, right, Rebecca? If an employee ever speaks to an attorney, they're going to look at those things. They're going to ask questions. Well, where's your file? Do you have your pay stubs? Let's check your time cards. We want to make sure everything is there. So when they have these apps that are made easy, you want to make sure the back end, everything is there. And this is what we do. We want to make sure whatever the employee has their hands on is compliant to California. Okay. So we create new hire packets. We make sure everything that every company has their own policies and procedures. So we make sure that everything is compliant to California regulations, especially with compensation. And that's one of the things has changed. July 1st, certain counties within California have increased their minimum wage, especially LA County. Unincorporated LA County has increased their minimum wage. Right now, it's a flat rate of $15.96 for unincorporated LA County. Los Angeles City minimum is $16.04. Okay, so if you're not paying that right now, you're out of compliance. So that needs to be changed immediately. And we will advise. What we do is we'll look at that and we advise you what you need to do. So if you're not sure of what your county minimum wage is, feel free to reach out to me and I'll be able to help you out. So ensure what you should do as an employer. Okay, all employers need to do this. Ensure the time records are accurate, including the meal and rest breaks. California, right now, you're not required for employees to clock in and out for rest breaks. They're 10 minutes, but we want to make sure that they acknowledge that they are taking it, because they are paid still, if they don't take their their rest breaks, then you have to pay them for that. In addition to it being paid, it's not being deducted. Meal breaks have to be clocked in and out. They have to be recorded, and there's a timing for that. So that, as an employer, you need to know what is what is considered an on-time meal break. If it's not on time, then you have to pay a penalty for a premium for that. So we look at that. We actually review all of the employees' time cards, and we will update them accordingly. So if an employee has taken a late lunch or not even a 30-minute lunch, then they have to get paid a premium for that. Making sure that they have proper signed waivers, acknowledgements, a time card, they're acknowledging any time card adjustments. All of that has to be done, because if an employee says, well, this is not what I worked, and there's no acknowledgement for that, then you can be in violation. So there's a lot of things that for an employer, you have to cross your T's and dot your I's. Again, I have to say, maintain wage and hour compliance. It's very, very important, because those can fall through the cracks, and it just takes one employee to file a wage claim, and it can cost thousands of dollars. So it's important for you to maintain that. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. So again, what the solution? KEB, we specialize in working with employers, and we work with cannabis companies, because one, they don't have, it's right now, because it's been legalized, cannabis. So a lot of companies are not working. Unfortunately, they're not working with cannabis. We do, because you do need it. You need that resource. I don't think it's fair for you to wait to get a lawsuit and having to hire an attorney and to defend it. So we make sure we start from the get-go. Now, one thing that I have noticed that within the last couple of years, there have been class action lawsuits filed within cannabis industry. And it's the very reasons, as I explained. It's not paying the employees correctly with the overtime, the minimum wage compliance. So what happens is, if there's an employee that was not paid correctly, they seek an attorney, and then they can say that, well, this is all of us. And then they find, they'll find other members, and it becomes a class action. So right now, there are at least 2 class action lawsuits in California within this industry. How they will settle, it will take time, but it's going to be costly. Based on the size of the company, it can be north of $100,000 total. I'm not an attorney. I don't represent myself as an attorney, but I do work with attorneys with employment law, and we just handle the HR side, the HR outsourced compliance side. So right now, just a simple one employee settlement can cost, just one employee can cost at least $40,000. And that unfortunately can increase because employees talk. Can settlements be confidential? Yes, they can, but public records. So it's important to protect your business, and this is where we help. Okay. Some of the things that will go in a lawsuit, obviously, punitive damages, the back pay, any additional pay that they could have received the future pay. The calculations vary. I don't do that. Emotional distress, they can claim, like I said, punitive damages, penalties, so that can just start adding up. And like I said, it's that just one employee. So multiply that by just 2 or 3. Now, you're looking at over $100,000. You keep adding more employees because they're going to start asking for records. They're going to start noticing these things, what you're doing wrong. Unfortunately, with HR, we're never the pleasant people. We are the bad. We become the bearer of bad news, but we're also there to help employees with their rights as well. So we're the middle people. We're the middleman. We try to make peace in the office to make sure that everybody is happy and with both rights. Okay. So I don't want anyone to get scared off and start leaving, saying, "Okay, I don't want to do this." It gets scary. Now, obviously, what we offer, okay, we have full service HR management and compliance. We handle everything A to Z. When there's new hires, we're notified, our team is notified, and we take care of everything. So when we take care of everything from start to finish, we have more control and less likely for an employee to become disgruntled, and so because they have an outlet, they know where to go, and if there's any correction that needs to be made, it gets corrected. We handle payroll. That's one of the things with cannabis. It's hard to find a good payroll provider to process payroll because of the not being regulated within federal government. And that's what we can do. We can help with the payroll processing, maintain compliance. Employees there's an online portal where they can see everything, their payroll stubs. They have access to see their, what their withholdings are, their vacation, if they have any vacation, sick pay, which is important. So sick pay, California, required. You have one employee, they have to have sick pay. We have 500 employees, they have to have sick pay. But how the sick pay is accrued and given that's up to you. And maintain compliance. So there's different ways that we can navigate through this without having the company having to pay out so much money. Obviously, state and the tax filings of federal, state, local, we handle all of that. We handle the yearly W-2. So these are the things that we focus with cannabis, because sometimes you don't have that, and it's better to have working with someone rather than doing it all on your own. So I've partnered with companies that can help navigate us through that. Now, a good HR person can be expensive if you hire in-house. So, what is important is, as Rebecca has mentioned before, is the resources. Sometimes you want to outsource that, and you can get the same feel of having someone with you and providing the same services, and rather outsourced it than paying a payroll, because then you have the benefits, you have the taxes, all of that, so that can add up. And with the regulations within cannabis, it becomes tight, especially with the tax filings and all the changes coming up. Now, like I said, we have July. July has the wage increase, and then we have, if you're not within the certain county increases, then you have California. So that comes in January. California, all of California becomes January. That's once a year, and then you have mid-year, which is certain different counties. So they're constantly changing. Come October, they're going to be putting in a little bit more changes. We'll know more soon. For right now, you have the California Family Rights Act. That's, if you have 5 or more employees that have to take a leave of absence. So there's certain things that it's important to know what you as an employer have to provide your employees. So as it says, as we say, you can save, obviously more than $2,500 per month with us than having an internal HR. And if you do, I work with them very well as well. So it's better to have something than not have anything. And we've been in business since 2007, as I mentioned. We help solve solutions, and especially with the growing industry within the cannabis. So we want to make sure that continues and you grow as a company. What we can offer is, obviously, if anyone's interested, there's a form on the marketplace. Please fill that out. And anyone that comes through, obviously through Pacalo, there is a 10% discount. And that won't be obviously a one-time, that'll be an ongoing discount for as a member. So we want to make sure that Pacalo members are taken care of, and that's what we want to do. We want to make sure the members are taken care of and you continue to grow your business. So I want to make sure, I want to give some time if anyone has any questions that I can answer right now. Was there any, I'm sorry.
It looks like we may not have any questions, but
Oh, okay.
Karen, that was fantastic. I'm just going to reclaim the host role for a second here. So we will be posting this recording on our website and following up to the members who weren't able to join us today. So again, that's our 500 national membership base, as well as the 27,000 on the listserv. So we are going to be sharing this video, and definitely, Karen, just continuing to let our members know that when you need the one-stop shop cannabis HR payroll, definitely reach out to Karen. And very generously, when you go through the Pacalo referral form, Karen has offered that 10% off on an ongoing basis. That's fantastic. And also just want to highlight, Karen is down here in SoCal, a women-owned business, absolutely the kind of partner that we are so proud to support and promote. And Karen was teasing me because by day I am a real estate attorney. So there you go. I actually just found out November 4th is Love Your Lawyer Day. So I don't know if anyone really loves their lawyer, but you know, you sometimes need us in a crunch. So
Yes.
thank you so much. Thank you, Karen, so much for pricing us the July development. I was not aware of, so that is really good to know.
Yeah.
Let's definitely follow up with our members who missed out today, and maybe we can highlight some of these issues for them.
Sorry, I just have one more thing that wasn't mentioned here too. Obviously, California business owners, if you have 5 or more employees, then you had to register for CalSavers. If not, they are imposing. You'll be receiving a letter first, then they'll start imposing, if you're not registered with CalSavers, $250 per qualified employee that you did not register. So it is important that either reach out, go through the Pacalo form, and I'll be in contact with you. It is important that these things get taken care of, because these are monies that we really don't want to give to California. I really don't want. You should stay in your business. Let us stay in your business. Don't just start giving it up because there's no reason to. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll get to that.
And because we will be sharing this recording with the members who couldn't join us today, I'm really glad that, Karen, you're highlighting those points. I think we're all well aware of the fact that our industry is so highly overly regulated. The scrutiny, I think, is really unfair when you sort of put it in the broader context. So many other industries do not have that same level, I think, of scrutiny and the same kind of challenges for very obvious reasons with respect to federal limitations as well. And, you know, that is why we launched Poclo, recognizing that, you know, this is a space where, you know, historically it's been used to sort of, I think, exploit certain communities unfairly. We're all well
Yes.
aware of, you know, the very painful past, and unfortunately, in so many jurisdictions, you see the differences in terms of how certain individuals are prosecuted and so forth. And so we have that social justice focus really woven into our mission. I mean, that's why we're focused on helping women, minority, and also first-time business owners. And so we're here to really curate those resources. So being apprised of the need for, you know, HR and payroll help and compliance is so important. And that's why, you know, when you can connect with someone like Karen at KDB and just protect your business, it just puts you in a stronger position. And particularly looking at these multi-state operators, Canadian companies, there's so many corporations that are now making money in an industry where so many of us were really threatened by it. So let's make sure that we're baking a bigger pie, that we all have a slice, that we're supporting like-minded businesses. So that's why we're here. So again, we'll follow up with an email to everyone for Karen's info, the referral form, the membership survey. We really want to know how we can do a better job and serve everyone. So, you know, it's summertime, but we're still hustling. So, you know, let's go. I hope everybody has absolutely a fabulous day, an excellent week. And thank you so much for making time to join us. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Karen. Bye.
Bye.